Hello. Good evening, everyone. Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you feeling?
Hi, good evening,
Hi,
Heidi.
hi dear.
Hi. How are you feeling today, Ira and Agustin? Thank you for answering me. How are you feeling? Hopefully you're having a great evening. Welcome back, everyone. First of all, wait. Would you mind renaming yourself to be just a nickname? For example, my device, my Zoom account is named just by my first name, Haidir. It's my favorite nickname. You may call it just by my name, and I want to call you by your name as well. Nickname, yes. Easier, simple, and clean. Okay? I'm gonna give you 1 minute to rename yourself. Just to use your favorite name or first name or nickname or son or surname, it's your choice. Holifah Azahra, Agustin Indah Wulandari, would you mind changing your thank you, Zahra? Agustin Indah Wulandari, would you mind changing your name to be just a nickname? And for everyone else, can you please be on cam so I'm not be lonely talking to myself? Thank you so much, Ulan, for being on cam. And for the others, if you can, please be on cam. I would be so happy and delighted to see you. Okay? Agustin Indah Ulandari, you there? Hello, Farah Pereira. Good evening. Would you mind changing your name to be just a nickname? Farah Pereira, thank you. And Agustin Indah Wulandari, yes. All right, without further ado, let's get started. Can you see my slide, everyone?
Not yet.
Right. What about now? Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes, hi dear.
Thank you for confirming. Welcome back, everyone, to our class Basic Speaking Weekdays A. This is our second meeting on the 6th of September 2024. We're gonna be having a 2-hour class today. Before I start, I just want to remind you that you still have this homework for self-study. I do not forget that. So please do this 8 follow-up questions. It's never too late. Late is better than never. And you can submit your answers in terms of voice notes or text on our Google Classroom here. I have just uploaded the questions and the instruction clearly on our Google Classroom. Please give me thumbs up if you can access it already. And I'm assuming it's already accessible because I want to also thank Ira and Eka for doing these 8 questions. Yes? Okay, Agustin, take your time. Safe travels. Yes? Thank you so much, Ira and Eka, for answering these 8 questions. This is really great because I can get to know you better by knowing your motivation here. So by doing this 8 follow-up questions, it's really great because I know what you want from me. And from your answers, I can adjust my materials to be more favorable for you. Okay? So please do this not only for myself, but this is also for yourself. Okay? I'm still waiting for the answers from the rest of people here. There are 20 of you and only 2 people have answered this. So I'm still waiting for 18 people from this class, okay? You can do this uh after this class tonight or maybe tomorrow before the third meeting, yes? All right, before we continue our lessons today, I'm gonna give you 1 minute to type it down on the comment section below. please write down a sentence or a point about regarding what you have learned previously in our very first meeting. I'm waiting for about 1 to 2 minutes. Type it down, one key lesson that you remember from our very first meeting. Yes? 2 minutes, start from now. You do not need to write a paragraph like IELTS writing task 1 or task 2. Yes, just a sentence, everyone. Just to brainstorm and have a same page together. Yeah, just a sentence. Ira, thank you about constructions, abbreviations, confirmation, questions, hesitations, and phrasal verbs. Thank you, Faras. Okay, thank you. What about the others? I'm still waiting for your brainstorming ideas. Type it down. Farah again. So Faras and Farah are two different people or the same? Faras and Farah, are you one person or two people?
Different idea.
Oh,
Different.
okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Farah. About the difference in pronouncing similar words that have different pronouncing system. Thank you. Others? Ulan, Monica. Thank you so much. Yes. So yesterday, Felicia. Exactly. All right. Yesterday, we basically talk about the differences between spoken language versus written language. Can anyone tell me, unmuting yourself, what's the difference between spoken language versus written language? Concluding from the previous, from the first meeting. Please unmute yourself. Hi dear, I'm sorry I cannot on cam because here lights off, ya. Mati lampu, lights off. It's all right. Thank you for telling me, Ira. Unang, learning the difference in pronunciation of the words. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Any volunteers? Anyone can sum up? What's the difference between the spoken versus written language? Paras, you wanna talk about this? No? Okay. Anyone?
Spoken is what you speaking, but the written was different from your spoke.
Yes, that is exactly the term of spoken and written. What about, so what's the difference between the two, Monica?
Written language is more structured and formal than spoken language.
Exactly. So, are you saying that written language is more formal and more structured compared to spoken language?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, yesterday, we have seen 5 to 10 elements or components of informal and unstructured spoken language, right? Do you still remember? But your point is right, Monica. Exactly. So written language is more formal, more structured because you can edit whatsoever, you can think about it and you can edit and whatsoever. But spoken, it's very impromptu. Anyone knows what impromptu means? Have you heard the word impromptu? What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's all right. Impromptu, directly, yes. Or in Indonesian, we say, how do you say impromptu in Indonesian?
Tersurat.
Tersurat? Ya, atau
Spontan. Spontan.
Spontan, yes, atau dadakan, right? So, because the nature of spoken language is dadakan and spontan, or we call it impromptu, that's why spoken language is more informal and not structured, right? Tidak struktur, tidak terstruktur atau tidak rapih, right? Tidak terlalu formal dibandingkan written. Yesterday, there are 10 elements or components of spoken language. You have done the first 5 components, right? Remember? So these are the 5 components or elements from the spoken language, right? These spoken language has these characteristics. Abbreviations, like you mentioned, confirmation questions, constructions, hesitations, and phrasal verbs. Can I get Michael? Are you here, Michael? Is Michael here? Okay. Unang, are you here?
Yes, here.
Unang, can
Yes.
you tell us about abbreviations?
Abbreviation is singkatan.
Yes, and which one is the example?
The net, the internet, phone call, telepon call, etc.
Exactly. ETC stands for
I don't know.
etc.
Yes.
Right? Yes, etc. So in speaking, when you want etc.
Tulisnya berapa ya nulisnya?
etc. Oh, I'm so bad at spelling, but let me help you by showing my Google. Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's see on Google, etc. Can anyone help me writing it down, spelling it down on the comment section below? Etc. This one. You see? Is that stands for, you see? Can you see my slide? Can you see my Google? Unang?
Yes, etc. ya.
Yes. So in speaking, when you want to say dan lain-lain, dan sebagainya, dan kawan-kawan, whatsoever, you can also whatsoever, etc., whatnot, the same. Okay? Thank you, Novi, Ulan, Monica, Indah. I have dysgraphia, that's why I'm so bad at spelling. So please bear with me. Next, where were we? Okay, so Ulan, Ulang, how do you pronounce these words? Did you say the internet?
The internet.
Yes. How did you say that, Ulan?
The internet.
Why did you say the internet instead of the internet?
I can explain that, but I just say that.
Exactly. You're just familiar with, yeah,
Yes.
everybody. So if you found the article if you found the article before the vowel a, I, U, E, O, you pronounce it by the, not the. So for example, the internet, the what do I have with here? The can you find another word? The apple, what else?
The end.
The air. What else?
The air.
The ice, right? What else? Give me more.
The school.
Umbrella.
The umbrella, yes. Ulan, what did you say?
The school.
The what?
The school.
What is called? What do you mean by called? Like,
School.
oh, the score. Score is not started by vowels, is it?
School. Sorry, sekolah.
Yes, school.
Oh.
School itu depannya kan SC ya, school.
Uh-huh.
Berarti depannya bukan A, I, U, E, bukan school itu konsonan ya.
Oh, I see.
Berarti bacanya bukan the school, tapi the school. The bottle, not the battle, right? Karena beh itu konsonan, bukan A, I, U, E, O, right? So it's called the bottle, not the bottle. Okay. Thank you, Ulang, for the abbreviations. What about Farah? Farah Pereira, you there?
Yes.
Can you tell us about confirmation questions?
It's like when you are confirming something to someone.
Yeah. The example is from this one.
Okay, do you know what I mean? Do you follow me? And etc.
Exactly. Why do you need to say confirmation questions? Why do you need to produce confirmation questions, Farah?
To confirm to the statement, is it true or not?
Exactly. And we have two examples here. Do you know what I mean? Or do you follow me? Can you give me other examples?
Do you get it?
Do you get it? More.
And
Give me more.
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean, right? What else? Yang lain boleh bantu di kolom chat or unmute yourself. How do you say, kamu merasakan aku? Kamu merasakan aku? You feel it? You feel me, yeah? You feel me? Which means, do you relate to me? Do you understand me? Right? Yes. Thank you, Novi. Thank you, Nurrahman. Yeah, is it all right? Is it all right? Is it right? Yeah. Is it all right? Yeah. Really? You feel it? You feel me? Yeah. Thank you, Farah. Next, can I have Agustin? Are you still on the way, Agustin? Indah Wulandari?
No.
Yes, Indah. Indah, can you tell us a bit about contractions you learned from yesterday's lesson? Indah?
I'm sorry. My signal is no.
It's okay. It's okay. Can Muhammad Nurrahman help in the?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Yes, please. What is contractions?
So contractions basically means that you shorten the two words,
Mhm.
like should not become shouldn't, and I have become I've, and you are become your
Mhm.
others.
Well done, Nurrahman. So contractions means you shorten the words to be a single word. For example, I have to be I've, that's. One follow-up question, Nurrahman. Why do we need to produce contractions in our spoken language?
I think because it is spoken, so that we need to make it more non-formal.
Okay.
So yeah, we stay with contraction.
Yeah, why do you need to be informal? Why do you need to have constructions if you can just not construct anything? Any idea?
Uh,
Mhm.
in my opinion, I think that in terms of making conversation with people, with other people, uh, it sounds more like normal when we contract it.
Mhm.
Then we say I have and blah blah blah.
Okay. Yes, it's a very valid opinion coming from you, Nurrahman. I like the idea that you say contractions make the conversations normal or typical, easier, natural, and informal or casual, right? But is there any rational or intention of people doing this, having contractions? What is the goal of it actually? Any ideas? Unmute yourself.
Maybe for making the conversation more shorter or faster.
Yeah, you want to be fast? Hi dear, may I excuse myself to go to the bathroom? Yes, Felicia. You don't need to ask permission, yeah? Just go, okay? Thank you, Felicia. Yeah, you want to make it fast, Novi. Why do you want to make it fast or speed conversations? Speedy conversations. Why are you in a rush in conversations?
Mm, maybe because apa ya? Like you said before, it is impromptu, like dadakan gitu ya.
Mhm. Yeah.
So we need maybe speak faster or maybe too much to talk about. So we need something simpler than we write then we write the word.
Exactly. People just don't have the time to talk too much, and you have so much things to say. That's why you construct things to make it fast, to make it efficient and effective, so you can tell whatever you want to the finish line. What about another follow-up question from me? What if I don't like constructions? What if I just, make it non-construction words, just like what it is? Is it good or bad? Is it okay or not? Any ideas?
Maybe I think it will become we are not fluent with the English if we not using the contraction.
Ooh, that's a bold statement coming from you, Mayang. Did you say that if you don't produce constructions in your spoken language, you're not considered fluent? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so.
Anyone disagrees? Anyone agrees with Mayang?
Because I think the native use contraction naturally, so we should be follow them to become more fluent, I think.
That's a bold statement coming from you, Mayang. Any other ideas? Anyone disagrees? Anyone agrees?
Just wanna asking, not a statement, but how if we have a formal conversation? Is it okay to use contraction or not need to use that in formal conversation?
Yes, that's a very good question, Arisha. So even in formal spoken language, for example, in presidential speeches or BBC newscasters script, for example, if you check, they the 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 candidates or the authors or the newscasters, they tend to use this spoken elements, spoken language characteristics, including contractions, Arisha, although it's even in a very formal occasions. Why? Because the nature of spoken language is very impromptu. That's why you cannot deny yourself not to have this natural features. But in formal writing or academic writing, you tend not to use this because you can prepare and edit whatsoever. But in spoken, you tend to use it and it's okay. That's why these elements can be found both or either formal or casual conversations. Yes?
Okay, thank you, Haidir, for the information.
No worries. Back to Mayang ideas. Mayang, for me personally, I don't agree with you. And it's not only you. There are so many Indonesians who think that if we want to be fluent, we have to sound like native speakers. No, I don't agree with that mindset because just because you're native doesn't mean you're fluent. Go to Scotland. I have been living in Scotland in St Andrews for a year. Uh, I'm I, I'm studying in St Andrews University, and if you speak to Scottish people, tell me if you're fluent, if they are fluent or not. So just because you're a native speaker doesn't mean you have fluent language in that language, yes? And just because you produce contractions doesn't mean you're a natural or fluency or you're fluent. No, those are two different things. There's no correlation between the two. But the idea of having this is that you can actually use constructions, and please be mindful and don't be shocked if you hear constructions in IELTS audio listening sections, yeah? So the idea of us learning these elements is just to be familiar ourselves with the spoken language elements or components. Doesn't necessarily mean that you must use this to sound like native speakers. No, okay? I love my accent, for example. I'm having Kutainis accent, Indonesian Madona's accent, and that's okay. There's no problem with that. Okay? Next, can I have Mutia? You there? Mutia? Mutia is not here. Ulandari?
Yeah,
Ulan
I did.
Yes, Ulandari, can you tell us a bit about hesitations?
Hesitation is using when for is meaning keraguan.
Mhm.
We use for thinking again about the sentence or conversation from other people. So we use to say I think or
Mhm. Do you remember the name of um uh I think what is the name for that? There,
sorry.
yeah, there's a terminology for that. Do you remember?
No.
Anyone remembers the terminology of I see
Filler.
yes, fillers.
Oh.
Okay? Fillers. Can you spell it, Nur Rahman, on the comment section below, on the chat box, please? That's it, Nur Rahman. Thank you so much. Yes. Fillers. In Indonesian word, how do you say that, Nur Rahman? Fillers.
Like kata tambahan.
Ya, kata tambahannya fillers. Fill mengisi, fillers additional words. Find the Indonesian word yourself. There are two types. Ulan, there are two types of hesitations. Do you remember what they are?
Sorry, I did.
It's
I
okay.
forget.
It's okay. No worries. I love your honesty. So if you forget, just tell me you forget. If you don't have any ideas, just tell me what you don't have any ideas. If you give up, how did I give up? Please help me. Anyone can help. There are two types of hesitations. We talked about this yesterday. If you're translating grammar in your brain or in your thoughts, you are having hesitations of the language, right? Hesitations of the language is
hesitation of the content.
exactly. So Hannah,
Yes,
can you tell me your latest holiday? Where did you go?
my latest holiday, I'm going to, I'm not sure that is the example of hesitation.
Exactly, that's hesitation. You just had filler there. You said, I'm going to where? You're thinking about the place that you went to, right?
Yes, thinking about it because I haven't take holiday for a long time.
I'm so Are you still in a job? Are you a full-timer?
Yes, I'm a full-time mom.
I'm, s-
A lot
I'm
of to do.
sorry to hear that. Only one day, cross fingers. I feel you. Okay, yeah, so back to hesitations. There are two types. Hesitations of the language, which means you're translating, you're still thinking about the grammar, you're still finding the words, you're still thinking about the vocabulary, you're still translating. Apa artinya ini ya?
Got.
Exactly. And another one is hesitations of the content when you're trying the ideas to answer the question. Last but not least, Hannah, Sylvia, you there?
Yes.
Hannah,
Yes, I do.
can you tell us a bit about phrasal verbs?
Phrasal verbs. I think it is verbs that combine between an adverb and I don't know what to explain it.
You're on the right track. Yes. Keep going. Don't give up. You're right. Keep going. Yes,
A verb
Mhm.
and an adverb.
Exactly. Basically, you put two verbs together, you put
Yeah.
two words together, creating a new meaning, right? Creating a new meaning, yes?
Yeah.
On this puzzle, what's the example?
Put up with something. It's explain tolerate something. Get on with it. Proceed with something, and etc.
Yes, everyone, this is the summary of what we have learned in the previous meeting. Our phrasal verbs are very important. So I want you to give me one example, each one of you, write down one example of phrasal verbs and the meaning. Yes, the phrasal verbs equals pakai sama dengan the meaning of it, the definition. You don't need to Google, just think about it and write it down. 2 minutes, start from now. Good luck. Thank you, Nurrahman Arisha. Wake up, bangun, give up, menyerah. Yes. And you cannot have the same phrasal verbs, everyone, yeah? There are 16 of you today, and I'm expecting 16 phrasal verbs coming from you. Come on, kemari, yes? Take off. Come on, create a difficult one, an advanced one. Think harder. Look after, Monica, menjaga, yes, that's from me. I want that from you originally. Broke down, Rusk. Oh, Faras, you gave me a sentence example. Thank you. My car just broke down on the highway. Everyone, do you know the definition of the highway? What's the highway?
Jalan
Faras,
tol.
Tol.
yes. Jalan tol, ya, the highway. And why I said the highway, not the highway? Because sometimes H is a silent letter, yeah? Sometimes. So you can use both. Spin off, look for, blow up, be right back, pick up, take off, looking forward, pick out. What do you mean by pick out, Farah? Called off. Ooh, that's an advanced one, Hannah. Called off is a very good one. Yeah? Can you give us the example in sentences, please, Hannah? Unmute yourself, Hannah, please.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you will not be wrong. Go ahead.
It can use in this sentence. The meeting is called off.
Yeah. The meeting has been called off, or the meeting is called off, which means another word for that.
Uh, for the-
Synonyms for called off.
Hmm,
Start with C.
cancel.
Exactly. So canceled is a very basic one. Called off is the advanced one. Set up, pass out. Thank you, Hannah. Break out, carry on, get along. Get along with is a good one. Bring it, come across is a good one. Hand over, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm assuming that you have known about phrasal verbs. Please, 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 if you do not have a wide range of phrasal verbs, bang, please do it by yourself. Yeah, Google it, memorize it, and implement it in your sentences. That is gonna be beneficial for your IELTS speaking test. Okay? All right, next. I'm gonna give you 5 to 10 minutes to do this. Jadi sebelumnya kita sudah belajar dan sudah tahu 5 komponen spoken language, ya, abbreviations, confirmation questions, constructions, hesitations, phrasal verbs. We have talked about the definitions, the examples and other examples. You are so good. Now I'm gonna give you another 5 to 10 minutes to do this. Another other five elements or components of spoken language. 5 to 10 minutes start from now. Good luck. I want you to do, okay, so the instructions are, I want you to match the puzzle. And not only that, I want to define these 5 components or other elements of spoken language, okay? So match them, define them, and last but not least, give me other examples. 10 minutes, start from now, type it down, write it down on the comment section below. Good luck. Thank you, Ira, for your answers. Now I want you to give me the definitions and the other examples. Yes? Thank you. 1 minute left. Thank you, Rahman, and thank you, Mayang, for the constructive answers. I'm still waiting for the others. Chop chop. Submit your answers, please. You do not need to cheat or copy paste. Just believe in your own answers. Chop chop, 30 seconds. Thank you, Monica. The rest, please, submit it immediately, and then we can start discussing it now. Thank you, Felicia. Thank you, Hannah. All right, let's begin. Can I have Gadi? Gadi Perdana, are you here? All right. Please allow me to screenshot our screen, yeah? I want to get your names for the attendance because I'm required to check the attendance and we are missing some people today. Thank you. Gadi is not here. Jeze, are you here? Jeze? Jeze is also not here. Holifa, Azara. Holifa, Zahra, you here? All right. Holifa, Azara is also not here. Thank you, Michael. Eka Noviastini.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
here. Hi dear.
Can you help me with number 1, please?
Number one, I think they was discussing is grammatical slips. Because I think uh, uh, they change from he to they.
Okay. So what is your definition of grammatical slips?
So like when we speak, we often like have a mistake from what we want to say. Like in this example, maybe the speaker want to say they, but the word that come from the mouth is he. I
Oh.
think so. The mistake when the speaker want to say a, then but they say b like that. Maybe.
Yes, I get your point. Novi, that's a brilliant definition. So when you're changing your ideas or your words or your sentences because you forgot, so it was unintentional, so that's not intentional, you define it as grammatical slips. So in this case, in this sentence, the author changed the pronoun from he to be they. And that is what you call grammatical slips. Can I get any other ideas? But thank you, Novi. Any other ideas? Any other definitions of grammatical slips?
I think based on the example, the author forgot to change the verb, so they should be where they were discussing. And yeah, I think the grammatical slips means that you have to match your subject and your verb as well.
Okay, so according to Rahman, was that Rahman?
Yes, Haider.
Okay, just give me a sec. Yes, my sister is being annoying right now. All right, I'm back. Sorry for that. Annoying sisters, as always. Back to Rahman. Rahman, did you say the changing verbs in this case is what you call grammatical slips? Why?
Yeah, I think when you change your subject, you should change your verb too so that they match together.
Okay, so what is the verb here? What's the verb?
Verb is for was.
Uh-huh. And
Yeah,
do you think it's the right one or no?
not. Should be were.
Should be were. Why?
Because yeah, it's the rule. When it's a plural, you should use verb plural.
Exactly. What about he?
We consider he as one person, so that it is a singular subject. So we use was.
Exactly. Yes, I agree with you, Rahman. So the first pronoun, yes, he matches with was, subject verb agreement, but since the author or the speaker changed his pronoun, the pronoun to be they, so the verb is supposed to be changed as well to be were, yeah, not was. This is what you call grammatical slip. In Indonesian word, we say slips. What does that mean in Indonesian?
Kepleset.
Yes, kepleset lidah ya. Grammarnya kepleset dikit, guys. And is this okay? Is this justified in IELTS speaking test?
In my opinion, is it okay? But uh, you shouldn't occasional in your speaking, like just once or two. Maybe it's still okay.
Exactly. So if you look at the band descriptor in IELTS speaking test, if you look at the band 9, grammatical slips are acknowledged. And it's really okay, it's really justified to have this because all English speakers tend to do this even when they are very advanced and fluent and having C2 level. They tend to have grammatical slips. That is just the beauty and the nature of spoken language. It doesn't necessarily indicate that you're incompetent. So grammatical slips are forgiven. But when you do it or produce it occasionally or repeatedly, that is not grammatical slips anymore. Instead, it's becoming grammatical inaccuracies or error, right? Slips, kepleset dikit, error is something that you really don't know. That's why it's repeatedly happening from your spoken language. And that is something that is being the parameter or the indicator for the examiner to tell you or consider you as incompetent. Understood? Noted, Faras. Thank you, Novi. Thank you, Faras. Thank you, Arisha. Thank you, Michael. All right, next. Thank you, Rahman. Can I get Hairul? Andri, you there? I suppose Hairul Andri is not here. Ira, you there? I think Ira is not.
Yes, I hear.
Yes, you're here. Ira, can you do the second one, please?
I mean the second is idioms.
Idioms, yeah? Why?
Because idiom is the phrase which cannot be understood by looking at the meaning of the individual words in the phrase.
Wow. Did you Google it or did it come from your own thoughts?
Come from my brain.
That's so cool. Yeah, that's exactly it. Ira, idioms. Can you repeat after me? Idioms.
Idioms.
And individual.
Individual.
V is not F, it's V. Individual.
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 Yes. Exactly. So idioms mean the individual words cannot be translated individually or independently. It must have an absolute meaning from its own. In this case, nip it in the bud. It means stop it in its early stages to prevent it from developing further. Can you please give me another idiom, Ira?
Um, I don't have idea.
Okay, it's all right. And anyone else? Do you have any idioms in mind?
Could it be still repeat?
On the same boat.
Red
Okay.
flag.
Okay, one by one, please. One by one. Who's talking? Novi. Novi first, go ahead.
Yeah, on the same boat.
On the same boat, which means?
We are in the same condition.
Yes, we are in the same condition. We are in the same page,
Yeah,
in the
we are
same
in the
boat,
same page. Yeah.
right? If we are in the same page versus if we are in the same boat, is it the same?
I think the same page with the same boat. I think yes.
There's a slight difference, Nafi. Can you tell me what?
The same page with the same boat. Maybe the same boat is the condition maybe it can be bad or good, but we are in the same thing, like we don't have money, so we don't have money. With the same page is we are in the same maybe the same apa ya pendapat ya, the same opinion.
Yes, that's it. You're getting there. You see, yes, you're right, Nafi. So if we are in the same boat, which means we are in the same condition, including in a bad one, in a bad shape. Bad shape. That's another idiom, which means
the bad shape.
I'm not in the bad shape. Sorry, I'm in the bad shape right now. I'm not in a good shape right now. I'm sorry. What does that mean?
Condition too, maybe? No?
Yeah, I'm not in a good condition, bad shape. So Novi, we are in the same boat, which means I can relate to you, you can relate to me, we are in the same boat. For example, you're not having cuti, you're not having annual leave to go holiday, me too. We are in the same boat. Comparatively, in the same page, like you said, we are in the same opinion. We are
opinion.
in the same opinions. We are in the same stance, pendirian, right? For example, if you support Hillary Clinton and me too, we are in the same page, right? Thank you, Novi. And Monica, did you say I think you gave us another
Spill the tea.
spill the tea, which means
Like we give a clue about something from the tip or something inside.
exactly. Monica seems like gossiping, yeah? She's such a good gossiper. Another example, please. Unmute yourself.
Has an arm and a leg,
Which means?
very expensive.
Oh, yes. There's another idiom for that. Very expensive. Cost me a fortune, right? Which means also very, very expensive. Another example, please. Another idiom. Yang belum, silahkan.
Better late than never.
Once again,
Better late than never.
which means?
It's better to do something late than not do it at all.
Exactly. Do it now, right? That basically means do it now. Thank you, Hannah. Another idiom, please. Ulang. Do you have one? Paras.
Yes.
Another idiom, please.
Oh, I got wrong meaning from that. So I want to correct first. Jadi tadi aku nyari tapi gak ketemu malah apa? Maksudnya aku belum mengerti.
Oh, all right. You have no idea about idioms, yeah?
Yeah, I have no idea what it.
Okay.
I'm still searching for the meaning.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. So idioms, it's like an expression or a phrase or a sentence, right? Kalau phrasal verbs kan cuma you combine two words together, creating a new meaning, right? But idioms, it's further than that. It becomes like a phrase or an expression that you cannot translate it one by one. Yeah, you have to memorize the meaning, the context. It's cultural thing. Yeah. That's why you have to memorize this. Or understand the culture first in order for you to be able to understand the idioms and use it and produce it in your sentences, right? So it's just like an expression or a phrase yang artinya bisa beda banget dari individual words-nya, right? Okay. Later, we're going to be discussing idioms further, but right now, let's continue with number 3. Michael, you there? Michael, are you still here? Arisha? Arisa?
Yes, hi dear.
Number 3, please.
Number 3, fake, fake. Am I right? Fake language is something that not clear or ambiguous,
Yes.
ambiguous.
Mm-hmm.
Something not clear. Like most people say, we don't know who. Like there's no fact about that. So not on a basis the word that say is not have basis data, something like that.
Exactly. Exactly. That is a really good definition. Did you Google it, Arisa?
Nope.
Wow, you're so clever. All right, I noticed there's a little bit mispronunciation here. Can you please try these 3 words again, Arisa?
Fake.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Fake
Uh-huh.
and fake.
Okay. Mary, you there? Can you try these words?
Fake. I don't know how to spell fake and fake.
Yes. Farah?
Fake, fake, and fact.
Yes. This is why you really need to differentiate F and V. Ya, karena kadang bedanya cuma di situ, di F sama V, right? Let's check on my Google here. How to pronounce.
Fake. Fake. Fake.
It's F, yeah, fake. What about
Vague. 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 Vague.
you see? It's basically the same syllabus, but you just change the F by V. It's vague. Fake and vague, right? F and V. Okay? And last but not least,
Fact.
it's fact. Yeah, the T, fact. All right, everyone. Another most difficult words comparing and contrasting F and V is that sangat versus kapal feri. Indah, you there? Indah? Michael, you there?
Yes.
Michael, can you please try these words? Sangat. How do you pronounce these words? Sangat.
Very.
Nice one. Kapal. What about the kapal?
Very.
Exactly. So the difference is just from the F versus V. Very versus very, right? F and V. That's really important, yeah? All right. Thank you, Michael. Michael, can you do number 4, please?
I think verb of physical action
Why do you think so?
because to get something about effort and then some opinion and I focus about the to effort because the have a ask about the idea and I grouping is but verb of physical action I think.
Exactly. Yes, you're right. You're exactly right, Michael. So verbs of physical action, which means that it's actually just a verb, yeah? In this case, pick up and give in. Pick up means refer to or quote. Meanwhile, give in means submission, yeah? Can you please give me other examples of verbs of physical action, Michael? What are the other verbs of physical action you have in mind? Michael? Selain pick up, selain give in, what else?
Catch off.
Heads off, which means
Gets off itu mengejar.
oh, gets off, yeah.
Catch.
Catch off, yeah. I thought you said heads off, yeah. What about heads off? Anyone knows heads off? Heads off. It's a phrasal verb, which means heads off. Monica?
Melepaskan.
Pardon?
Heads off kan? Melepaskan.
Heads off, yeah. Heads off means salute, praise. Heads off, applaud. Heads off, topinya di off kan, which means I salute you, I fancy you, I applaud you, yeah. Thank you, Michael and Monica. Next, can I have Unang? Unang, you there?
Yes.
Last but not least, number 5.
Number 5, I think I'll start or change of direction.
Why?
Yes, I think I'll start is problem solving or I should, yeah. For example, what we should do. The point I want to make is on second two will come back to that.
Exactly.
So I think next the to do.
Unang, in this sentence, yes, in this sentences, there are false starts. What we should do, it's a, hesitation and just starting with a false typos or unintentional sentences. That's why the author, the speaker, changes the direction. Can you please highlight the changes of direction here? How the author or the speaker changes his or her direction? By saying what?
Change of direction.
Anyone? The point I want to make, ini expression yang sangat penting ya, teman-teman. Karena kalau teman-teman lagi bingung dan mau balik ke poin utamanya karena udah blunder dan segala macam, bisa pakai expression seperti ini. The point I want to make is blah 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 blah. The point I want to make is blah 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 blah. Oh, I'm sorry. The point I'm trying to say is blah 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 blah. Okay? The point I want to make is, the point I'm trying to say is, all I'm trying to say is, all I'm trying to say is, all my point is, what I'm trying to say is that, yeah? So those expressions can be really helpful. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this together with me. Please screenshot
Sorry,
the...
idea.
Yes?
Can I ask the difference between the verbs of physical action, and the phrasal verbs before? Can we just see the first word, like if the physical action is like pick or give or maybe catch or what?
Yeah. Yes, you're right. Who's talking actually? I'm sorry.
Novi.
Novi, yes, you're right. So that's a really critical catch again and again. So verbs of physical action can be just one word. It doesn't have to be 2 words, right? Meanwhile, phrasal verbs have to be 2 words. the combination of two words or two verbs, right? So verbs of physical action is just like run, eat, sleep in, whatnot, etc., etc. Comparatively, phrasal verbs are you combine the two words to be another meaning, not another meaning, but creating, yes, a meaning of something, right? And it doesn't have to be verbs of physical action, like heads off, for example, right? So that is the distinction. Is that answering your question, Novi?
Yeah, clearly. Thank you, Heidi.
You're welcome.
Heidi, can I ask you something?
Yes, of course, Monica.
I often hear my boyfriend answer me with kind of sort of except words include in a like language.
Monica, I'm really sorry. Your video is really clear. You're so beautiful in the video, but your audio is not really in a good shape, yeah?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
It's really echoing, Monica. Can you try to take it off?
Okay, can you hear me?
Nah, that's it. That's better.
Okay, I often hear my boyfriend answer me with kinda or short of. Is that words include in a fake language?
That's a nice one. Nice examples. Kind of, sort of. Anyone can try? Dari 10 elemen yang kita sudah bahas, dari 10 komponen spoken language ini yang bisa dipakai dan yang sering digunakan di spoken language termasuk IELTS, kira-kira yang mana yang memiliki contoh kind of and sort of? Kind of, sort of. Menurut Monica, did you say it's what, Monica? You think it's what?
Yeah.
What do you think it is? Tadi Monica bilang sort of sama kind of itu termasuk apa?
Iya, fake. Apakah termasuk ke dalam fake language?
Vague language. Vague, yes. Yeah, sort of, kind of. And you can also say sort of or kind of is something like hesitations, feelers, like, kinda, sorta. I can also say it as a filler or hesitation. It can be a filler, right? Kinda, sorta. Or you can also say it's a vague language, right? So there's always exceptional or interchangeable definitions here. Nice catch, Monica.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Here is the summary of the feedback. I hope that you have understood the 10 components or elements from the spoken language that can be really helpful for you to use or to be aware of for your IELTS speaking tests or practice. Yeah, we still have 38 minutes. And we're gonna do the 8 minutes to highlight the 10 components or elements, yeah? Okay. Next activity, I want you to do this. Can you see my slide, everyone? Okay. We have done this before. You have listened to the audio many times. I replayed. But now I'm just gonna replay once more. I'm gonna replay the audio once more, and you can see the script. You're going to see the script. Here is the script or the transcript with highlights in bold. What you need to do is that to listen again to the audio, and I want you to highlight the 10 elements or the 10 components of spoken language. We say features, ya. Boleh dibilang features, components, atau elements, sama aja, synonyms. I want you to highlight the 10 features from the script, from the transcript, from the audio. Which one is constructions? Which one is phrasal verbs? Which one is confirmation questions? Which one is hesitations? which one is verbs of physical actions, which one is changes of directions or false starts, and which one is vague language, and which one is grammatical slips. Okay? So this is the script. You made screenshot. And I'm gonna ask you one by one afterwards, okay? All right. Please give me thumbs ups if you're ready.
Plagiarism means that you're trying to, or perhaps not even trying to.
Is it audible? Monica, is it audible?
Yes.
All right, thank you. I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Plagiarism means that you're trying to, or perhaps not even trying to, you may not realize what you're doing, you're passing off another person's work as your own. If you want to copy the ideas or paraphrase the words of another author in an essay, there's no problem with that, provided that you indicate clearly what the source is. You understand? You shouldn't normally hand in material containing whole sentences of another author's work. If you do need to do this, the extracts that you use must be shown to be other authors' work by using quotation marks and indentation, and then you need to explicitly acknowledge where they come from. Do you understand what I mean by that? So you need to give a reference, which is also picked up in the bibliography. Now, if you cut and paste text from the web, that's permitted, but only again if you fully reference them to the appropriate website. The other thing is a very basic principle, which is that it must be possible for a reader to gain the impression that the work is your own. Plagiarism means that you're trying to, or perhaps not even trying to, you may not realize what you're doing, you're passing off another person's work as your own. If you want to copy the ideas or paraphrase the words of another author in an essay, there's no problem with that, provided that you indicate clearly what the source is. You understand? You shouldn't normally hand in material containing whole sentences of another author's work. If you do need to do this, the extracts that you use must be shown to be other authors' work by using quotation marks and indentation, and then you need to explicitly acknowledge where they come from. Do you understand what I mean by that? So you need to give a reference, which is also picked up in the bibliography. Now, if you cut and paste text from the web, that's permitted, but only again if you fully reference them to the appropriate website. The other thing is a very basic principle, which is that it must be possible for a reader to gain the impression that the work is your own.
All right. I hope you have done with your answers, with your notes. I hope you are ready. If not, I don't care. I just call out your name one by one, starting. So what we are going to do is that I'm going to call out your name one by one. And when I call out your name, you have to unmute yourself and read the sentence one by one. Okay, so for example, I'm calling Unang. Unang, we have several sentences here in the script. Unang, you there?
Yes.
Unang, can you read the first sentence, please?
Yeah. Plagiarism mean that you're trying to, or perhaps not even trying to, you may not realize what you're doing. You're passing off another person's work as your own. if you want to copy
Stop.
the ideas,
Stop.
yes.
I just one sentence. Okay. Unang, can you analyze this sentence, please? What have you got? What is that?
Pressing up.
Yeah. What is that? And what is that?
Pressing up is
Let's
verb or physical action, yeah.
physical
Action, yeah.
all right. Physical actions or verbs. Yeah. What about this?
I think is
Anyone can help.
Yes.
Hesitation
Hesitation.
Hesitation or filler.
Hesitation.
What about this?
Or first, not even trying to.
Anyone can help? Help us, please. Unmute yourself. Just speak up.
A false start.
Yeah. Yes. You can say that. Changing directions. Thank you, Unang. Thank you, Rahman, for helping. Novi. The second sentence, please.
Okay. If you want to copy the ideas or
Ideas.
yeah,
Remember?
yeah, the ideas, yeah.
Continue.
Okay. If you want to copy the ideas or paraphrase the words or another author in an essay, there's no problem with that, provided that you indicate clearly what the source is. You understand?
Elaborate your analysis, please.
Mm,
Your analysis, yeah?
it's so much hesitation here, maybe because of the filler and the pengulangan,
repetitions.
Yeah, repetition or and and the ending is you understand. Confirmation question.
Well done. Well done. Yes. Any other analysis you got? Is that all?
There is apa ya tadi ya? There is in construction. In there's no problem with that.
Which one is that? Which one are you talking? Oh, yes, exactly. Nice catch. Novi, that's not highlighted in blue, but you catch that. Well done. Before we continue, Novi, how do you pronounce this word?
Paraphrase.
Paraphrase.
Oh, paraphrase. Okay. Paraphrase.
What about this?
In an essay.
Essay.
No, essay.
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 No, it's not essay. It's essay.
Essay. Oh, okay. Essay.
What about this?
An essay.
An essay.
An essay.
An
Sorry,
essay.
pardon. An essay.
An essay.
An essay.
No. It's not essay. It's an essay.
An essay.
Yes, well done. Thank you, Novi. Next, Monica, the third sentence, please.
Okay, you should normally hand in material containing whole sentences of another author's work. Shouldn't itu shouldn't is sorry wait. Construction and hand in is phrasal verb.
Yes.
And I think just that.
All right. Thank you, Monica. So constructions for everyone is not only in written, yeah. You can actually construct the words in your pronunciation. For example, how do you pronounce this, Monica?
Hand in.
That's not construction in your pronunciation. Can you construct it in your pronunciation, please?
Sorry.
Hand in
Hand
itu
in.
dibacanya pisah-pisah, putus-putus. That's not construction.
Okay.
Di pronunciation kita bisa mengkonstruk juga. Kira-kira bagaimana? How do you construct this in your pronunciation?
Hand
Hand in.
hand in.
Yes, hand in. Yeah,
Digabung ya.
exactly. That constructions in pronunciation, it's called connected speech. Connected speech happens when there's a consonant before the vowel. So you can pronounce it with connected speech. Another example, how do you pronounce these words, Monica?
These words of
Yes, words of.
words of words of.
Words of. So S of soft, right? And how do you pronounce this word?
Work.
It's not O, it's a. Work.
Work.
Yeah. What about dunia?
World.
World. What about dinding?
Wall.
Wall. What about bekerja?
Work.
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 Yes. Well done, Monica. Next, Rahman. Can you do the following sentence, please?
If you do need to do this, the extracts that you use must be shown to the other authors work by using quotation marks and indentation.
Analyze it, please.
It is a hesitation, and again. And I think just hesitation.
There's new vocabulary here, Rahman. There's a new terminology, which are quotation marks and indentation. Do you know what that means?
Quotation marks like tanda baca ya.
Yeah.
Tanda baca dua gitu.
And when do you use it for?
When we want to say the authors of the sentence that we use.
Exactly. What about indentation?
Indentation like tanda titik dua itu ya.
Are you sure?
Actually, I'm not sure about indentation.
What I remember, indentation means menjorok, you know?
Oh, okay.
Menjorok, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, in your references, you have to use indentation if you are following the APA format 7 edition. Okay?
Oh.
Penjorokan. All right. What about the extracts? What does that mean?
The extracts means wait. Like the idea.
Yeah, the ideas.
The idea that we use.
Yeah, or the sentences.
Yeah, the sentences.
Last but not least, how do you pronounce these words?
Authors.
Author's work.
Author's work.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Rahman. Next, can I have Farah?
And then you need to explicitly acknowledge where you come from. Do you understand what I mean by that?
Analyze it, please.
Do you understand what I mean by that is confirmation questions.
Mhm.
And do you is contraction.
Nice one. Farah, what do these words mean? Can you give me the synonyms for that, please?
I don't know.
You don't know? Anyone else? Explicitly acknowledge. What does that mean?
Mengakui.
Yes, mengakui secara eksplisit, right? Synonyms for explicitly?
Directly.
Directly, clearly, straightforward. Well done. Next, Michael.
Hi dear, can I ask something?
Who's talking? I'm sorry.
Arisa. Arisa.
Arisa, yes, go ahead.
Okay. Is it okay to use a word "and" in the beginning of the sentence?
Why? Yeah. Is that your question?
Yes.
Yeah, in academic writing is not appropriate, honestly. But we are not talking about academic writing, are we? We are talking about spoken language, right? And starting your sentence with "n" in your spoken language, that's no problem with that. Yeah. Because in spoken
Okay.
language, in spoken language, you will find so many ellipses. Ellipsis means shortcut. The sentences are not in a full formula, subject, verb, object, SPOK, no. In spoken language, it can be really short. There are so many ellipses, and that's okay. Is that answering your question?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, can I have Ulan?
Yes, I did.
Go ahead.
So you need to give a reference which is also pick up in the bibliography.
Pick up.
Pick up.
Kalau pick up, cara bacanya nggak ada ed-nya dong. Di sini ada ed-nya berarti
Pick.
kalau digabung
Pick up. Pick up. Pick up.
picked up.
Picked up.
Yes, karena
Picked
terakhir
up.
ya karena terakhirnya deh ya.
Yes.
Oh, kalau nggak ada ed-nya, pick up, yes, pick up. Tapi kalau ada ed-nya, picked up, right?
Picked up. Okay.
Your analysis, please.
This sentence, I found a hesitation because there is an R. The speaker is thinking first, then a reference, then pick up, pick it up,
Picked up.
pick up, picked
Yeah.
up. Yes, pick up is physical action.
Yes.
Yes.
Or
Verb.
phrasal verb.
Yes. Phrasal verb.
Which means picked up. What does that mean?
Mengambil.
To be put on, yeah?
Okay.
All right. How do you pronounce this word again?
Bibliography.
Yes. Well done, Ulan. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank
Next,
you.
Mayang, can you please do the next one?
Now, if you cut and paste text from the web that permitted, but only again if you fully reference them to the appropriate website.
To the
Appropriate.
yes. D ya, karena ada vowel di sini.
Yeah.
Analyze
To
it. Analyze it, please.
That is a hesitation, and then that's construction. Them. I don't know about them.
It's all right. Anyone can help me, help us. And Mayang, what is this? Why is it highlighted in bold?
Grammatical slip.
Grammatical slips.
Why?
Must be it.
Exactly. Why it's supposed to be it? Why it's not supposed to be them?
It's refer to
It refers back to
from
what?
cut and paste.
From the web.
From the web, are you sure?
Cut and paste.
That's the verb, not the pronoun.
Refers to text.
Exactly. Who's talking? Who's answering that?
Hannah.
Hannah, well done, Hannah. Yeah, that's the text is the referred to, yeah? Well done. Last but not least, can I have Michael? Michael, are you still here?
Yes.
Michael, can you do the final one, please?
The other thing is a very basic principle, which is that it must be possible for a reader to gain the impression that the work is your own.
Analyze it, please.
Is about aesthetic, aesthetism, and the other thing, the other thing about
Anyone can help? The other thing? There's a chat. Changes interaction. Yes, thank you, Felicia. Thank you so much, Felicia, for helping Michael. Thank you, Michael, for reading it out loud. Thank you, everyone, for doing this together. So this is the answer. Yeah, you may screenshot if you want. From the script or the transcript, you might or might not notice that there's a word such as indicate, explicitly acknowledge, permitted, appropriate, gain the impression. So these are examples of academic vocabulary or formal vocabulary, yeah? Indicate, permitted, acknowledge, that's a really good one, advanced words. Okay, we still have 12 minutes to go. Thank you so much, everyone. Hopefully, please remember these 10 elements and components, and please read it more on on Google by yourself to be able to use it in your own sentences. Okay. Next, in the final 12 minutes, we're going to do a final activity. Please prepare your notes taking. If you prefer typing instead of handwriting, go ahead. You can type it or handwrite it. So basically, what I want you to do is that I want you to listen to this audio, to the speakers. They are native speakers. Yeah, it's a very short audio. We only have 6 extracts. And for example, like this.
So in other words, are you saying that the first set of lab experiments were fatally flawed?
Okay. Is it audible, Mayang?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay,
Hear
cool.
of you.
So what I want you to do is that to listen to the audio and catch what it says. I want you to write it down, handwrite or type it down, the sentence that you heard. Yes? After you hear the sentence, after you have it, I want you to think about it, what you have written, and match your sentence with these 6 options. Is it conceding a point, or is it asking for clarification, or is it showing more agreement, some agreement, or is it emphasizing a main point, or is it disagreeing politely, or is it checking your understanding? Very simple and easy. Actually, we're gonna do this in the 3rd meeting, but I'm just gonna kill our time just for the final 10 minutes. Okay, so you can have this audiolingual method, yeah? Any questions? I'm assuming you are ready. If you are, I'm going to play the audio and be ready in 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
So in other words, are you saying that the first set of lab experiments were fatally flawed? So in other words, are you saying that the first set of lab experiments were fatally flawed? So in other words, are you saying that the first set of lab experiments were fatally flawed? So in other words, are you saying that the first set of lab experiments were fatally flawed? So in other words, are you saying that the first set of lab experiments were fatally flawed? So in other words, are you saying that the first set of lab experiments were fatally flawed? So in other words, are you saying that the first set of lab experiments were fatally flawed?
Did you catch that? Honestly. Anyone?
No.
No. I know it's
Not
really
sure.
hard.
Missing some words.
I know it's really hard, yeah? Given the fact that you didn't know the context of the audio, you haven't heard the audio previously, or you have no idea what's the audio afterwards. So it's very difficult to get this audiolingual method. But I just want you to notice the spoken language features, yeah? So these are other 6 spoken language features that you can find in IELTS listening or in IELTS speaking. Anyone can tell me what you have got?
Asking clarification.
Yes.
Okay, asking for clarification. That's your answer. What about the script? Did you catch Monica? Rahman, did you catch anything?
Say asking. So in another world, are you saying of the blah 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 experimentalist society apa gitu?
Well done, Rahman.
So in other words, are you saying the fast lab experimental will effectively float?
Well done, Faras.
So in other words, are you saying that the first set of lab experiments were fatally flawed?
Mayang.
So another word, are you saying the last of lab experiment fakely flawed?
Okay, let's see. Let's check your answer. And you think it's asking for clarification, yes? Okay, let's see. That is the script.
So in other words, are you saying that the first set of lab experiments were fatally flawed? So in other words, are you saying that the first set of lab experiments were fatally flawed?
It's supposed to be checking your understanding. We will see what the difference is between checking your understanding versus asking for clarification in the next audio. But that is the script that you must write, yeah?
So in other words, are you saying that the first set of lab experiments were fatally flawed?
Flawed. Anyone knows what that words mean? If something is
Is
flawed,
it wrong?
pardon?
Is it wrong?
Is it wrong?
Flawed is wrong.
Yeah. Flawed means cacat, yeah. Yeah, like something is flawed, something is cacat, something is not good,
Not
yeah.
perfect.
Not perfecto, yeah. Deform, yeah, Felicia, well done. Changes of direction. Yes, well done. Next, so you can use this word, yeah. Are you saying that to check your understanding or asking for clarification could be? Are you ready for the next one? Yeah, we can do another one. One more. A new paper, a new notes, new page, extract number 2. On 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Point I want to make here is that investor panic alone was not the reason why the market crashed. Point I want to make here is that investor panic alone was not the reason why the market crashed. Point I want to make here is that investor panic alone was not the reason why the market crashed. Point I want to make here is that investor panic alone was not the reason why the market crashed. Point I want to make here is that investor panic alone was not the reason why the market crashed. Point I want to make here is that investor panic alone was not the reason why the market crashed. Point I want to make here is that investor panic alone was not the reason why the market crashed. Point I want to make here is that investor panic alone was not the reason why the market crashed.
All right, I'm going to show you the 6 options again. Remember, 6 options here.
Emphasizing a main point.
Showing some agreement.
Okay, we have emphasizing a main point from Rahman and Michael. What did you say?
Emphasizing a main point.
Emphasizing a main point. So we have 2 people, Michael and Rahman, agree with emphasizing a main point. Ulan, did you say you mentioned something else? Showing some agreement.
Showing some agreement.
Okay. Another one. Others, what?
Conceding a point.
Conceding a point. Ira, thank you. Another opinion?
Emphasizing a main point, maybe.
Okay, Hannah emphasizing a main point. Another one?
Emphasizing a main point.
Indah, why do you think so?
Emphasizing a main point.
Yeah, why do you think so? Why do you choose that option?
Because I don't know why.
It's all right. Anyone can tell me? Yes. Anyone can tell me what you have written?
The main point I want to make here is that the panic alarm is not the reason why the market crashed.
Well done. Novi, did you write anything?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Point I want to make here is that the investor panic alarm was not the reason why the market is crashed.
Awesome. Mary?
Emphasizing a main point.
Did you write anything?
I just heard main points I want to make here is that blah blah blah.
Okay, all right.
Point I want to make here is that investor panic alone was not the reason why the market crashed.
Felicia, did you write anything?
Yes,
Go ahead.
the point I want to make here is that an investor panic alone was not the reason why the market crashed.
Okay. Let's check your answer together. Emphasizing a main point, and the transcript is as follows. The point I want to make here is that investor panic alone was not the reason why the market crashed. Thank you so much for coming today, everyone. The time is up, and we're gonna do the rest of the audio and the extracts in the next meeting next week on Wednesday. Please do your homework, do the self-study, and submit your text or audio on our Google Classroom. Have a lovely night. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Heidi.
Thank you, Heidi.
Thank you,
Everyone.
Dear.
Bye.
Bye, dear.